Larry Michael with Dave Bontempo. Up next, featherweights for the announcement, Gordon Jacobs.
All right, Cleveland, let's hear it. Our next fight in the 125-pound weight class. In the red corner, from Nevada, Martin O'Malley. In the blue corner, from Michigan, Floyd Mayweather. The referee for this fight from New Mexico, Jerry Wright.
Floyd Mayweather, #1 in the country, and he's already clinched a berth in the Olympic trials, and because of that, Martin O'Malley has also going to go to the trials. So here's one of those fights, Dave, where these guys might be facing each other down the road.
They may indeed, and for O'Malley, sort of a dubious honor here. He got to go against Carlos Navarro and got beat there. He was the #2 guy, and now he goes against the #1 guy. So he waged a good battle here to get himself to this spot. Now he's up against the best.
O'Malley's been in a couple wars already in the Golden Gloves, particularly in the quarters, a war against Mark Burse. How much can a guy take?
Well, it usually does catch up to you at the end. Maybe the bigger factor here, too, is the style of Mayweather, the good jab, good right hand. He's #1 and uses the ring very well.
Mayweather comes from a boxing family, probably the most accomplished being his uncle Roger, the Black Mamba, huh?
And Roger Mayweather's jab has certainly been instrumental in the teaching of Floyd Mayweather here, and they're trying to get Roger Mayweather's right hand into his attack too, get some power.
Nice straight right there, lead right by Mayweather.
It's nice to have that type of caliber in the family. At any stage of your career, you can talk to the people in your family, say, hey, you've been there, what's it like? Give me some pointers here.
Mayweather's been boxing since '87. He's 19 years old. He probably was messing around with his uncles before then, huh?
Oh, very early start in his career, I'm sure.
Mayweather out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. O'Malley out of Edmonds, Washington. And O'Malley has quite an accomplished amateur career. Silver medalist at the Western Trials this year. Right now, he's looking to move up the rankings. He's already in the trials.
Well, O'Malley has worked his way up, and he's now at the point, both in this contest and in Oakland, where he will have to defeat guys who have an inordinate edge and speed on him, whether it's Navarro or Mayweather. So that's the adjustment he needs to make between now and there. He's done everything else. That's the one task looming in front of him, and it's a big one.
A little bit of history to the featherweight division in the Golden Gloves. Back in 1929, Barney Ross took home the trophy. And back then, it was a set of little gold gloves. That was how the name Golden Gloves was originated back in Chicago, in fact. In 1923, the trophy was a small set of gold gloves.
And look what they have many years later. A lot of tradition associated with this event, and some huge names coming out of this event.
We'll get to some of those later in the broadcast. Mayweather leading the way here in round 1. Over 20-year-old Martin O'Malley. Round 2 of this featherweight bout coming up next from Cleveland. Don't go away. We're in the featherweight division, 125-pounders. Floyd Mayweather, #1 in America at that class against Martin O'Malley. First round, I got to believe, went to Mayweather. He really dominated the flow of the action.
He was on the outside using the jab and his reach, and now he starts to get into more with his right hand. He's got that worldly experience here. Shows you the look of someone who knows how much to turn on, when to turn it on. And he's getting his jab moving more here, showing more quickness.
Now, he has a presence that you don't see ordinarily in amateur fighters. In fact, in between rounds there, he looked over at us, gave a little wink, a little smile. He's very, very relaxed.
And for such a young age, this is what the benefit of international competition and pressure all the time does for a guy. He can be in pressure situations in the future. They won't bother him because he's been in so many. And there's a guy Had to win 4 bouts already this week. Hey, it's just one more, another step up the ladder.
We talked to Floyd before tonight's bout. He was very, very relaxed, just almost nonchalant about the whole thing. He expects to take home the trophy and the belt tonight.
Also, what's nice for him is that the trip to Oakland is assured. He can box a different way under those circumstances.
Talked about Barney Ross in the featherweight division, the Golden Gloves champ in 1929 and 1989. You know who it was?
In the featherweight division?
Yes, sir.
Would have been Mr. De La Hoya. Oh, in 89. No, I'm 1 year off for De La Hoya. It is De La Hoya in 89. Then he came up in 92.
Trying to trick you, Dave. I can't trick you.
Don't try to do that.
Got too much natural ability. Mayweather certainly seeming to outclass O'Malley in this fight. O'Malley a little frustrated, a little pop to the belly there.
O'Malley really needs to kick it into a different gear here. You see that he gets caught by Mayweather, and then Mayweather is gone.
Good right hand by Mayweather.
O'Malley needs to wage an uglier type of bout, get inside, and don't let Mayweather exert his influence from the outside here. And you're seeing the problem that O'Malley has with the speed. Now, he's been able to do everything else he's needed to do. But the two guys in front of him are Navarro and Mayweather here with a lot of speed.
Mayweather almost toying with O'Malley at this point, Dave. And the skill level of Mayweather, even to the untrained eye, you can see it. Little blood from the mouth of O'Malley.
His ability to move. Now, there's a good hook off of the jab. And a good sense of defense. He is really flowing here. He got his punches in and then was able to move back, but not too far out of punching range. Mayweather has some tools you can't teach.
Mayweather feeling it right now in Cleveland. Who's in and who is out? We know who's in. We're going to find out who's out later on tonight. But a whole slew of fighters have already qualified for the Olympic trials, and Floyd Mayweather is one of them. Here's the others. Is Navarro his stiffest test in the class?
Navarro is going to be the class of it along with Mayweather. Mayweather has beaten Navarro before. That's a big one. William Clay Jenkins from the Army, all of a sudden a power puncher this year, could be a dark horse.
Coming up right after this fight, the championship fight at 132-pound weight division. Keep in mind that all the participants in tonight's finals will be candidates for our Olympic team from 1996 in Atlanta, Georgia.
There he is, Floyd Mayweather.
There's a guy with a lot on his mind, right?
He's working to the crowd more than he is to O'Malley. Well, why not?
He's worked plenty to O'Malley, though, in 2 rounds.
He's been the general in this fight, that's for sure. Final round, 3rd round. Floyd Mayweather comfortably in front of this one. Mayweather has good defensive skills, too. Both offensively and defensively, he's a very skilled fighter.
Well, he's got a nice sense of balance here, too. Leaning, anticipating, and the quickness showed it to you on both ends. First, leaning away so he didn't get hit, and then leaping right back in. In Mayweather, you are seeing the intangible benefit of quickness and how it's just a natural talent separator between himself and O'Malley.
Really beginning to use O'Malley as a training session here in the championship fight.
Even going southpaw with him for a second. That's when you know everything is going your way. Now, he only did it for a second. But the style matchup for Mayweather is absolutely ideal. Here's O'Malley coming straight to him. Doesn't quite have the speed. So O'Malley's moves will be telegraphed to Mayweather. And this is the type of bout that can be vintage Mayweather.
Mayweather beginning to take some of Pernell Whitaker's techniques and applying them here in the finals of the Golden Gloves. Mayweather knows how to win this tournament. He's done it before.
Oh, he's way ahead of this tournament. His mind is on being in Oakland and the field he'll face there. This is one of these where he can utilize a lot of the natural skills. And this is the type of shake and bake stuff that is part of a guy's rhythm. It's part of his confidence.
Styling a little bit here in the final round, knowing he's comfortably in front on points. Floyd Mayweather out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Barring a punch from O'Malley, Mayweather's going to take home the trophy, but you still got a minute left.
Mayweather couldn't give away this bout if he had a telephone.
No.
It is his.
You got that line in, huh?
Got to get some in there, right?
Mayweather ducks away. Turns southpaw, turns back, goes back to business. Certainly a learning experience from O'Malley to be in against Mayweather.
He'll get a good idea of what he has to do, and he has seen it with Navarro as a southpaw, and he has seen it from Mayweather as a right-hander. So
he's in the trials, though. Let's not forget that.
And he will know exactly what's in front of him.
It's going to be tough.
What's in front of him and what's on the side of him. Throwing leather at him. But that's really more of a statement about how good Mayweather and Navarro have been up to this point, because O'Malley is certainly willing and game.
Mayweather beginning to load up. Shocking O'Malley. O'Malley is hurt. Showing he's got some guts, so fighting back in the closing seconds.
Let's give these young men a round of applause.
Mayweather in the corner. Love his enthusiasm, Dave.
Good sense of where he is, where he's going, and certainly sensing Olympic berth.
And he's deserving of that #1 ranking, isn't he?
You saw everything he had there. Good movement, very good balance, extremely good balance in this bout here. Able to go inside when he needed to, basically staying outside where it was safe.
Very impressive performance by Floyd Mayweather of Grand Rapids, Michigan. The other corner, Martin O'Malley, came into this bout unranked, but he's going to come away from this tournament with the trip to the Olympic trials, so he can't be too disappointed.
Can't be disappointed, and knows probably who the toughest matches will be there, and he can get some kind of a sense of what he'll have to do.
Mayweather, great balance.
Look at that now. The right hand, left hook coming in, pushes away. Right after he punches, he's in position to punch again. And because of that, O'Malley doesn't know where to go at this point. Again, the lean left hook. Now you think that he would be off balance. He's not. He lands the right hand. Then able to put his arms up and block O'Malley. O'Malley's trying things. O'Malley has an idea. But Mayweather is that one step ahead. It is so instinctive. Takes a shot from the outside. You just can't give a guy quickness, and that's what he's got.
The result here, I think you can predict, Dave.
Mayweather in a walk, and a nice effort for him.
For the announcement of the champion in the featherweight class, let's head to the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, now to announce the winner. His uncle, a two-time world champion. His father fought Sugar Ray Leonard to a challenge. The winner from Michigan, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Don't forget the junior, Floyd Mayweather Jr., the champion of the National Golden Gloves in the featherweight division. Next up for him, trip to the Olympic trials and a shot at the Olympic team.